We are back in studio, and it's the Lij Yasu Omawale Village happening from Sunday until August 1st with the Emancipation Day celebrations. And also happening is it a play? It's a play called Freedom Morning Come. And I have with me two of the actors, no stranger to the program. As a matter of fact, his voice is all over TTT.
My station, actually. I just says a lot of
You are so right. You are so right. You know, you wrote the song for this station many years ago. You just didn't know that.
I didn't know.
You didn't know that.
I didn't know.
Mohammed Muakil, so good to have you on the show once again.
Good to be here.
And you're a man of so many talents, musician, actor, poet, all of that. And with you, Ulusei Todd, also an actor in Freedom. What is Freedom Morning Come about?
Freedom Morning Come is a production based on the reading of the Emancipation Proclamation. So the Emancipation Proclamation in Trinidad was actually read from the balcony of the Treasury building, and the enslaved people in Trinidad and some of the free people actually gathered to hear the governor read this Emancipation Proclamation. And to Springer's vision, who's the person who wrote it, we sometimes kind of amalgamate enslaved people. Everybody was just, but they were different peoples, different personalities and different visions. So she brought this play to kind of show that you know, these were people with feelings and with emotions and histories and everything, you know. So they're the different characters in the play that we play.
So Olusei, what character do you play?
Well, funnily enough, I act as the planter.
Yeah.
So I am the representative of the planters who brings their concern to the governor as to what is going to happen to their estates after the emancipation. You know, where are they going to get the labor from? Are they going to continue to run the estate? That sort of things. I'm kind of the villain.
And what about you?
I play a character called Francois Tombi. So he's a Haitian who came here with his father when the planters from Haiti fled the Haitian Revolution. So he represents that part of our history that sometimes we ignore.
So he's a slave of a planter. He
came with his father when he was small to Trinidad, when his father's master ran from
Toussaint Louverture. That's right.
And Desai and Christophe. And
so what, without giving away too much, what was his role then here?
The slaves formed something called the convoi, which basically is a secret society sort of thing where they maintained their ability to create warfare and poison and all their different secrets and that kind of stuff. So he is someone who is heavily involved in the convoi. He saw himself as a soldier in that revolution. As a matter of fact, on the day when they got their freedom with the proclamation, one of his lines is, "This thing ain't done." You know.
Before I go back to Ulusei, how important is this story to be told, Mohammed?
It's so important. Independence is not something you gain overnight, nor is emancipation. It's hundreds and hundreds of years of people understanding where they've come from and who they are, and repeating of their stories so that we don't forget where we've come from as we move forward, you know, because you have to consistently collect all of yourself and go forward. You can't just cut pieces off and leave them. So stories like this you can't even say how important they are, really.
And this play is going to be held at the Emancipation Village, the Lij Yasu Omawale Village, or where is it going to be held?
It's actually being held in the promenade.
On the promenade.
In front of the Treasury building.
Oh, so the actual location.
On site,
on site.
On August 1st.
Yes.
Okay.
6 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah, so
For those of you who've never seen 6 a.m.
Yeah.
Are you speaking to yourself, Mohammed?
No. I am well acquainted. Not me.
Well, we have on the line Zakia Ozuma Wadada, who is the Executive Director of the Emancipation Support Committee. Good morning.
Zakia Ozuma Wadada, is the Executive Director.
Okay, so we're getting a feedback there. Zakia, are you hearing us?
Yes. Good morning.
Good morning,
Lisa.
We're missing you in studio, but it's good that we have you.
Morning.
Yes.
And morning to your audience.
Yes. Wonderful. So Freedom Day Come, Freedom Morning Come takes place. Yes, on August 1st. But it's all part of the entire Emancipation Day celebrations.
Yes, it is. Freedom Morning Come is dramatization of what would have happened on Emancipation morning. Actually, it starts at 4 a.m. at All Star Spaniard, where we are there doing rituals of remembrance, because we know they're going to make the proclamation this morning. So we remember our ancestors, and then we come down from All-Star Spaniard, heading from the Treasury building to hear the proclamation.
Yes.
And of course, when we get there, we are lamenting and we're remembering this experience, and therefore there are really vivid stories being told by the wonderful actors, and of course written and produced by Dr. N2 Pearl Springer. So she brings to life the experiences of our enslaved ancestors as they await the proclamation of emancipation. But of course they have heard that instead that we are not going to be immediately liberated, but you have to wait for 6 years, in the case if you were working in the field, and for 4 years. So we also have the cry, Party Caesar, Party Caesar, because we do not want to wait any 6 years, we want emancipation now.
Right.
So the group that comes down as part of the procession becomes part of the crowd that is listening to what has happened, and also it becomes very interactive, and they become involved in the presentation. It's an absolutely wonderful event, and we're encouraging those of you who can to come to All-Star Spaniard for 4 a.m., join us in that early morning procession, and be there to start the morning with that proclamation. And then, of course, we head up to the village in celebration. We kind of celebrate it because we know we still have a little 4 years.
Yeah, 4 and 6 year wait.
We're on the way.
Yes. So the procession moves from in front of the Treasury building up to the Legiasu Omawale. We leave the Treasury building. We travel straight across the Brian Lara Promenade. We pass the Yoruba Village Square. We go up to Piccadilly Street. And these communities that the procession passed through are so significant to our liberation, to our resistance to enslavement, our resistance to the loss of our culture. So, of course, then we go by Obas again, by All-Star Spaniard. We go across Duke Street, straight up to Frederick Street, into the Legiasu Umawali village. Wonderful. At the end of the day, we have the flambeau procession. So we then leave the Legiasu Umawali village, make our way back down to All-Star Spaniard, where we leave our flambeaus and end the day. So this is really the fullness of the day. It's a really emotional experience, but it is also one that gives us an opportunity to demonstrate our resilience after all these years, the remembrance of our culture, the remembrance of ourselves, our beauty and power and regality as a people. So Emancipation Day is a very, very important day, not only for the African population, but for all of Trinidad and Tobago, because it is a part of the history of our island and our people. Wonderful, Zakia.
Thank you.
Wonderfully said. And I'm going to leave you there as I wrap with Mohammed and Ulusei. Yes.
Ulusei.
What does Ulusei mean?
Oh, God did this.
Wonderful. God did this. Very strong name there. Thank you so much, Mohammed. And you're staying on set.
Apparently.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
Can't leave whenever I come in.
That's right. But we're going to take in a few messages and come right back with our remaining moments here. Now, back after this. It's been a wonderful Tuesday morning here on the Now Morning Show. We had a lovely time making beads, friendship beads for each other. Rishi Kari. We have Mohammed, who is the voice of TTT, Live for Local, along with...
I want to hear it live.
What do you want to hear?
No, you're hearing it all the time.
No, but I want to see like...
This man is real.
Oh my goodness, really? Oh my word. Mohammed, just ignore it.
You know, I always wanted to be like a voice model.
A voice model?
But that's what you call them, right?
That's not what this is.
That's not anything close. We should stay in the corner there and check your Facebook. You know, you just, Mohammed, just ignore Rishi. Right, so right now, I just want to encourage you to live for local, of course, but remember to make a difference today now. Mohammed, who's probably one of the most powerful poets right now in Trinidad and Tobago, and just a creative, all-around creative person. He's going to take us to the top of the hour, and we'll be back with you tomorrow morning, God's willing, at 6 o'clock right here on the Now Morning Show.
But they just walk in front of Elisa. They told me to walk. They told me to walk. It is the oldest misconcept of the world that a man's worth can be measured by his weight in gold. It was an attempt by the weak to control, to create a system in which anything could be bought and sold so we could plunder to an extent previously untold and forget that we only have one world. So check this. The earth and everything on it is made up of matter. In the realm of the creator, matter doesn't matter. So the earth and everything on it in essence means nothing, except for the essence of things, which means everything. Now, the thing that was worth everything ascribed worth to that which was worth nothing, thereby creating a system in which anything could be worth something, meaning that everything could be worth nothing and nothing could be worth everything. Now, the less that exists of a thing in a system where anything could be worth something makes that something's worth achieve growth, which brings its worth closer to that of everything and lowers the worth of everything closer to that of nothing, thereby tricking the owners of everything into believing that they have nothing and selling their everything for nothing, which always leaves them wanting. Now, isn't that something? When the reality of our situation finally hits us, it will shatter our jaws, and for once, we'll be justified in saying nothing. The homeless will set up street corner classes to teach survival tactics to middle and upper class Trinidadians. The new survivor man will be a vagrant. Bank vaults will be used to store food, and fat women will be the most attractive women on earth and will no longer be called fat, but successful. Politicians will be eaten on sight. Warriors will wear their tongues around their necks like medallions. Rich men will try to buy food with their money. When that fails, they will try to eat their money. When that fails, they will burn it to keep warm. When that fails, they will go mad. Rich men will go mad. Farmers will set up fortresses around their lands and they will be called kings. Technology will be irrelevant and computers will be mined for metals. Places like the Hyatt, Marriott, and Movie Town will be rendered useless due to power cuts. As popcorn, pop film, and high ceilings become luxuries we can ill afford, we will be sorry we cut down the mangrove. A man will beg you to trade him a plate of pilau for his Range Rover Sport. That man will be asked, do you have anything else? That man will be asked, are you insane? That man will be told you cannot eat a car. That man will try to eat his car. A child will be born who will look at the rusted remnant of a car and ask, what is that? That child will be told, that was a mistake. At the edge of the world, there's much to discuss. The children here talk of a brighter future, but with the ozone layer completely depleted, these words have taken on a brand new meaning. The perverse world we're used to reverses in the future. No more Ku Klux Klan and lynching. With all that skin cancer and burning, white folks begin to wish for melanin. They pray, Christ, make me black as coal and safe from the sun. Black is beautiful and functional. Racism is reduced to a joke we tell over the bonfires fed by the bodies of those too stubborn to integrate. The last great flood, in a bit of natural irony, wipes out every single Caribbean island other than Haiti, and so the place we refuse to see houses us all as Haitian refugees. Rap artists will be hunted for their bling, which will then be melted down and used to make arrowheads to hunt rap artists for their bling. And I pray that I am not around to read this poem, as poets will be shot on sight for the looks on their faces which will say only one thing: I told you so. We done? Okay, I walk back to my wooden block here.